Kaspa just hit a record-breaking amount of nodes, and I want to break down why they are so important and what they do for Kaspa. Hey guys, Foxy's Trading here, back with another crypto video for you guys, and we are back talking about Kaspa. I am a holder of Kaspa. I believe in the project. I think it's one of the great projects that we have in crypto right now. And we just hit a new milestone. There are 443 online. Last week, there were 300. They are aiming for 1,000 public nodes by November 7th, which is Kaspa's birthday. And I have talked about nodes in the past, but I realized I have not really done a deep dive on what nodes are and why they are so important. So that's what I'm going to do today for you guys. So I made this little diagram for you. Let me full screen this. So I made this little diagram for you guys to understand what nodes are very simply. So before I go into the types of nodes, why they matter, and how to run them, I want to explain what a node is, right? So a Kaspa node validates transaction and blocks to ensure they follow network rules. So it stores a copy of the Kaspa blockDAG because, as we know, Kaspa is not using traditional blockchains. They use blockDAG, which makes it that much faster, right? So these nodes communicate with other nodes to keep the network synchronized and secure. So every node is working in tandem together. So we have three types of nodes. We have the full node, which is the most important node, and it runs the complete Kaspa blockDAG and it verifies every transaction independently. Okay. Then we have the pruned node. This keeps recent data but removes old blocks to save space. And last, we have the mining node, which is pretty self-explanatory. It is the node that also mines Kaspa blocks. Okay. Then we have why these nodes matter. So the first one is decentralization. The more nodes that exist, the harder it is for anyone to control or even censor Kaspa. Okay. So more nodes equals better, pretty much. Then we have security. So this one is pretty self-explanatory, but each node independently validates transactions, right? Preventing double spending, things like that, and fraud. Then we have reliability. Reliability is if some nodes go offline, others still maintain the network's stability. This would have been useful for something like the Amazon or many other outages that happened earlier on the week, or maybe it was last week, I don't remember, but there was a massive power outage and everything shut down. But in this case, just because 1, 2, maybe 100 nodes shut down, the other ones are still working. Okay. So I think that was the most important part of this. Now we have how to run a Kaspa node for anybody that is curious, that wants to run one maybe, right? So it's not that hard. You download the Kaspa node software. Make sure you do it from the official website. Don't do it from some third party. Make sure it's the official website. Okay. Then you just simply run it on your computer or server, and you can also connect your wallet for mining. I do want to say that you need a pretty strong internet connection for this and a good amount of space and storage. So if you have a lower end computer, probably not for you, but if you have a higher end computer, medium end computer, you can definitely try this out. So this was my little explanation of what nodes are. I hope you guys are understanding it better, because if you are invested in Kaspa, you're going to need to know what they are for the future, because they are vital in Kaspa's project. Okay. So then we have this little diagram comparing Kaspa, Zcash, and Bitcoin Cash. So I just want to show you the market caps, right? 1 billion for Kaspa, 9 and 3. So just look at the growth Kaspa has. From now, there is a possibility that we can all be getting a 9x in Kaspa. And that can be on the minimum end, because once Kaspa overtakes these two, it could go even higher. Just look at the block time, right? This is because of the blockDAG, and this is what makes it different from the others. 0.1 seconds to 10 minutes to 75 seconds, right? Everything is better for Kaspa. You have the transaction fees lower, TPS record more, right? Everything is better. The only thing we need is more utility into the real world. That's what I was talking about in my last video on Kaspa that we just need Kaspa to hit the right eyes, to hit the right projects, to hit the right partnerships. Once that utility and once that realization comes into the real world, its use and its project, it's going to be so powerful, because as a project, just looking at the technical standpoint and the power consumption and all that, it is very strong. Now we just need that strong project to get that strong utility. So we are just waiting for that for Kaspa to absolutely go up. All right. So looking in the week, we are finally up. We are seeing all green. That is every crypto holder's dream, seeing green. Up in price, up in market cap, up in volume, right? 89% bullish, green. Let's get that to 90, I believe. Still waiting on a few exchanges. Obviously, Binance is the big one. Now, looking at price action and market structure, where I think price is going to go. So I made this weekly fair value gap. I drew it out, this imbalance in price, right? And we can see in the past, Kaspa has been holding this area fairly well. And I will keep on saying this until it is engraved in your brain. When there is a zone that is held as strong as it is here, week in, week out, that is a buying opportunity. That is a strong area where you want to buy up a project, because you know that it can hold this area and it is a lower risk buy. Okay, that is how I see it. That is how you should be seeing it also. And if we look at the daily, we are looking pretty good, right? We closed above these highs and we made a new higher high. And now let's hopefully make another higher high. And then we have this higher high to target. And once this is taken out, we can see something like this, right? We can start seeing bullish trend to the upside. And that's obviously what we want to see. Is it possible that we consolidate in this box a little more, right? Something like this maybe. Yes, very possible, but we want to start seeing that uptrend, because as of right now, we were seeing massive downtrends, right? Especially looking at the weekly, we can see it very clearly. We have this higher or lower high, lower high, lower high, lower lows, right? Lower low, right? It is a step ladder to the downside. So we need to start reversing to the upside. Let's have a look at the RSI, because I know a lot of you guys like the RSI. And just as I expected, we are oversold, right? And usually when we are oversold, that creates buying opportunities in the market. And it would make sense because we have been trending down, as you can see in this graph, right? We are trending down here and we are just simply oversold, and the little manipulation candle definitely helped that. And now it is the time to buy up. So for anybody that doesn't own Kaspa yet, or if you want to scale in on Kaspa, I think now is a great buying opportunity to do so. We are still a while away until we reverse the weekly bullishness. For that to happen, if you want to know, we would need to close above this area, right? So we still have a little ways to go. But once we start getting into this zone, things will start getting very interesting. Closures above this, closures above that, liquidity sweep target there. I will break down all down once we get there, because I know we will, right? So we want to start seeing price go like that. And that is my quick little take on Kaspa. I hope that the explanation of market structure and price movement was fairly simple enough. I wanted to ask you guys, is there any other indicators you want me to use so you guys understand market better? I can use the fib, I can use RSI, I can use MACD, I can use I have many tools in the arsenal. I just want to know what you guys want to see. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I don't want to use too many terms that people don't know. I'm still going to try to teach you guys the best of my ability, all these terms, what they mean, so you can see it not only for Kaspa, but in future other projects. Whatever you're invested in the market, price moves very similarly. So let me know in the comments below what you want me to use, and make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really means a lot. And also make sure you guys do your own financial research, because I'm not a financial advisor. And I'll see everybody in the next video.